Hello guys, in this video I would like to explain about apply function. You know that before this video we explained about apply function in R or RStudio. So that was simply that function is applicable to matrix or data frame, and you can apply on rows and columns as we explained. The link to that video is mentioned in the description of this video, so you can see that again, you can watch that again. What is mean by that, or what is mean we are talking about that apply function in R. And now this is the apply function. Mean list. You can see this function here. This is apply. So mean list. So this function you apply to the list of various various objects in R. Like you have a data a list, but before we are just talking about list, you need to know the difference between data frame, matrix, and list. So you can Google and you can see what is the difference. You can see here, this is some basic definition of list, matrix, and data frame. So you can just read this. A data frame and matrix represent rectangular data types, meaning that they are used to store tabular data with rows and columns. The main difference is that matrix can only contain a single class of data. Remember, matrix can store a single class of data. So remember, important. While data frame can consist of many different classes of data. So you should learn this. In matrix, you can store a single class of data, and a data frame, you can store different classes of data. This is the difference between matrix and data frame. A data frame in the term of or for a spreadsheet style of data, a grid row and columns, the number of columns and rows is virtually unlimited, but each column must be a vector of the same length. A data frame can comprise heterogeneous data. In other words, each column can be different data type. Remember, however, because a column is a vector, it has to be a single data type. So remember, these are the differences. Matrices behave a two-dimensional vector. They are faster to access and index than data frame, but less flexible in the in that every value in the matrix must be the same data type. Integer, there must be integer or numeric or character, etc. But be the same task, same class. If one is changed, implicit conversion to be the next data type that could contain all values as performed. Now we are coming to the list. That is the topic of this today video. List are simply a vector of other objects. List are the R object which contain elements of different types like numbers, strings, vectors, and other lists inside it. This means that we may have list of matrix, list of data frame, list of lists, or matrix of essentially any data type. The flexibility makes list a popular structure. So this means this is more flexible. You can have different type of data in the list. This is more flexible than the other two types, but of course everyone have their own advantages and disadvantages. So this is some difference, and you can you can see further detail about what is the difference between data frame, matrix, and list. So now come to the point that how you can do this. So we will do this with different data, different list and list which have different data type. And then apply, you don't need to apply this on the rows and column because each column is considered a different data type in the list, and this is apply to each column separately. And remember that in the apply function, we need to apply that function to rows and column. We need to mention, you remember that we need to mention 1 and 2. That's for column and rows we need to specify. In this apply function, we don't need to specify that. Okay, let's go to R and see how we can do this. This is the first data which I'm generating. Generate a list of multiple elements. Like suppose this is the X which stored this data. This list is stored in X, and list which contain one data as Z1 is one from 0 to 1, and of course this will store the data as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19 because it did not mention anything, and then Z2 from 1 to 100, and this should be from 11 to 100 because I don't want to repeat it. 11 to 100, and then Z3 is 1012. It should be 200. No, 150. Okay, you can generate any type of list. This is not, there is no restriction. And Z4 is 151 to 200, and Z5 is 201 to 250. You just need to click, and this will generate this list X. You can write now, you can just, if you want to see, just write X and run it. This is the list which have these data types. Okay, so the first data type has these elements, and then you can see. Now you need to apply this function, lapply function. I will just need to write for you people. I just assign LA to the output of this function. So the output is stored in LA, then I need to see LA to check the results. Lapply, and you will see then the function is coming automatically. You just click, and this give you what you need to enter in the list function. I just need a list which is X in our case, this one, and function, whatever function you want. I mean, you want to calculate the mean value, you want to calculate the sum, or you want to calculate the summary, or whatever you need, you can just. Okay, so this function is, there is no error, and now you can click or run this LA because the result is stored in LA. So just click, and this will give you the mean because you calculated already the mean value. So this will give you the mean value for each element of the list or each data. If you want to see, you want to calculate summary for each element of the list, just okay. Okay, just do it, and now run this because that summary is stored now for each element, and you will see that summary is calculated for each Z1, Z2 until Z5. If you want to calculate whatever you want, sum or minimum or maximum value, whatever. Okay, I don't remember what is used for an or, so you can see, okay, this is okay. Yes, so this is calculating the minimum value as a min, and max is for maximum value. So you can calculate whatever you want in this function. Now this is another one. Actually, I did in the above list as well. I calculated, in matrix, you need, maybe that is important to have data of equal length, but in the list, you don't need this restriction. That is very flexible. Like here we have 11 elements. Here we have different length of element 20, and here it is another length, and another length. You can see. Okay. So this is another list with different length for each data or for each element in this list. Now in this list, and you want to calculate, suppose I just say I'm calculating quantiles for each data type or for each element in this list, you need to apply lapply function, then the list, and then whatever you want to calculate. The result is stored in LA. Just click and run on this. You will see. So these are the quantiles for each data type. and you can make a comparison, on the basis of quantile. Okay. You can calculate mean, minimum, maximum, or other values. I mean, whatever you want. And now this is another list which has different data types. Like suppose list A is equal to 1 to 4. This will give you 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. B is or non 10. It will generate 10 values from normal distribution. And this is C. Of course, you don't mention, if you not mention 0, I mean mean and variance, it will generate data from standard normal distribution with 0 mean and 1 variance. See, this is normal. Or norm will generate 20 observation, and it is 4, 10, and it is 20 with mean value 1. And this D contain the values from normal distribution, 100 values, and with 5 mean. Just run this. This is another list which has different length. And you want to see the list, just run this X, and this is the list which you have. This is 100 observation with the mean 5. This is 20 observation with the mean 1. This is 10 observation with the mean 0. And this is, these are the values. This is just 1 to 4 values for A. So this is the list now. And now, okay, now just run this and you will see, you will calculate L apply. Just again, just save this in LA. You can give any name. This is just my name, LA, mean L apply function. That means just do this, and then just run LA, and you will give them, this will give you the mean value for each of these data type. This is the mean close to 0 because this was generated from the mean value from normal distribution with the mean value of 0. And this is calculated 20 observation with the mean value 1, so the mean is close to 1. And this is the D data that is generated 100 values with the mean value 5, so the mean of the data is close to 5. This is another, just a verification, just a validation, whatever we are going to do. I will just try another thing, that is dim. I need to use dim. So this now LA. Okay, so this is something different. This is not giving the value, so no problem. And now the important thing I'm doing, that's interesting, by the way, because there is different data, in the above list, data length is different, and you can do the operations. And here we have a very different example. Here the list is stored in X, list A is equal to 1 to 10. So this will give you 10 values. Beta is equal to exponent 1 minus 1 to 3. This will give you some values from minus 3 to 3 exponent function. And this is stored in beta. This is stored in A. And logic C, true, false, false, true. So this is now, this is quite different, interesting. So this list contain this data, then now beta, and then this logic, this data with logical terms. So just generate this. Okay, now you want to see the list. Just look. So this is the data, this 10 values, and then these betas, and then logic is true, false, false, true. Now if you want to run as L apply function on this, just make it simple, LA. And if you want to calculate this summary, you can run any type of function on this, but this is just a summary. Remember, the list is now this and now this. So you can see, okay, so this is summary for this, and this logical, this is something different. But if you want to calculate the other values like the mean value, because the summary is something different, mean, and run this. So you can see that this is the mean. Mean value for the first data, mean value for the logic, the beta, and mean value for the logic. You will be astonished that what is mean by 0.5. So perhaps this assigned value 1 to true and 0 value to false. So you have 1 and 1, 2 values, and the 0, 0. The sum is 2. And yeah, this does something like this. So that is some. Okay, so this is all about lapply function. You can apply this to the list data, and that will provide a list. In apply function, you can apply it to the data frame, to the matrix, and to the array of data. And you know the difference. You should know the difference between data frame, matrix, and list. Otherwise, you will be confused between the function apply and lapply. So thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Ciao.